Hi there, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you all here. We're here with your full moon and Taurus reading, and it's going to approximately stand in the time frame between, let's say, the 20th, even leading up into the 30th, 31st. Energy is fluid, of course, right? So it may resonate differently for everyone. Heed that, dear Virgo, and take it as you will. Of course, right? General reading, it may resonate, again, differently for everyone. Let's get right on here for you, dear Virgo. Now, I'm getting here right off the bat. I'm hearing there's someone you want to talk to, and I'm seeing it as something. It's like you walk into a room and it's almost getting this vision of like a teacher who I'm seeing like the classroom being full of kids, and it's like that moment in high school, middle school, when it's like the teacher steps out of the class for a period of time, and then all the kids go wild, right? And they're throwing the paper airplanes at each other, and throwing. I'm hearing secrets around as well, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Perhaps a particular message coming through. Nonetheless, take it as you will, Virgo. There's this feeling though, and all the kids in that moment, they have this sort of heart palpitation of a knowing that the teacher can walk in at any moment, and that in a certain way gets the heart racing, and also beating a little faster in terms of where exactly they see the whole, I'm hearing, concept of what the classroom even serves as going. And in a transformational way, I'm seeing it as also being related to concepts of manifestation. There could be something that's culminating here, Virgo, and I'm seeing yet again, though, I'm seeing it as a very clear image of a teacher who walks into a room. I'm hearing also a party planning, and it's like I'm hearing the teacher was like called out for some reason, and then is brought back into the classroom in a very direct way, where it's like I'm seeing a teacher who's walking into the classroom, and it's almost like stern, like very, very serious, very clear though. I'm getting that it's about clarity here, Virgo, and I'm hearing on a mission, and I'm seeing them like pointing to someone in the class and being like, come here, like you with me to Virgo. If your teacher's a Virgo, okay, that's all we gotta say. The Chariot and the Daughter of Wands, the Five of Wands coming out right over the Chariot. I just caught sight of the Fool. I'm hearing the happy dance to the happy place. I'm hearing the happy places as well. Nonetheless, Virgo, I'm seeing you very clearly wanting to really hash something out with someone. You've got the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles. You're showing up. Whatever it is that you feel you need to do. It's like, do I need to talk to the principal? Do I need to talk to the principal's, I'm hearing Papa? Tell me who I need to schedule I'm hearing an interview with, a meeting with as well, to get my I'm hearing also my heels running, whatever that may mean in particular for a number of you. I'm seeing you really wanting to perhaps even move a certain project forward, and I'm seeing you taking the lead with that, no matter what in a certain way it entails, and even if it means pulling the tape all the way until it sort of finishes the, I'm hearing end of the roll. I'm hearing Rolodex as well. You, Virgo, are networking like no other around this time. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you, getting in touch with who you need to connect with, getting your I'm hearing your windows cleared, whatever that may mean in particular for you, be it related to a certain performance in a physical way, be it related to how you carry out your work. And it's like, do I need to kind of like clean up the way that I do that demo? I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. Do I need to kind of clean out the office as well? Like, let's say that you hold a service, and the office space is where your visitors, I'm hearing, chime in. There could be also focus on where you may be deciding to communicate with someone, where it is you may be taking someone to communicate about something, and you're getting really nitpicky about that. I'm getting specifically, and the way that you're communicating, Virgo, is really opening up a whole dynamic that is I'm hearing staged for a number of you, whatever that may mean for you. It could be something that you've been planning for a long time. It could be related to matters of also marriage. You got the Fool and the Hierophant. I'm hearing heartbeat, the heartbeat of the venture. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, you may be dealing with a Taurus, and I was hearing Taurus right before I turned the camera on for you. There's a focus. You got the Fool at the very center of your spread, looking over at the Hierophant, like I'm hearing, I'm coming for you. Okay, the Chariot is at the apex of your spread, perpendicular to the Fool. You've got the Justice card as well coming through right beneath the Ace of Pentacles upright. The Ten of Pentacles sits in reverse right at the base of the Justice card. For a number of you, may be making a major decision on perhaps a move and perhaps moving actual products, goods. I'm hearing financial forecasts, whatever that may mean, particularly for you, perhaps what it is that you've invested in a certain point at a certain point in time, kind of changing that out or transitioning where you invest your time and your energy. I'm hearing where exactly you invest your time and your energy in, be it, let's say, an actual physical place, a space. I'm seeing you perhaps moving your actual physical, I'm seeing almost like equipment, like moving your equipment, all right, around. Now, I'm seeing as well for a number of you that you maybe, I'm almost seeing it in this way, Virgo, it's very interesting. It's almost as if you've like planted seeds in certain pots, and you realize, well, okay, I want to be throwing a much bigger party than I would have expected, that I would have liked to throw. And what is that making very clear for me right now? It's bringing to light what my strategic process has been in the past, that I'm now coming to the point of very willingly taking another good look at. And I'm seeing you're leading out with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords both upright. You've got the Nine of Cups right over the Tower, the Nine of Swords right over the Nine of Wands. 3 nines here, the Seven of Cups in reverse, mirroring the Nine of Swords upright. Okay, I'm hearing we're making a major turnaround. I'm hearing turn the ship around. I'm seeing you making an executive decision as well, Virgo, in a very clear way. Yet again, it's like, I'm not messing around, guys. I'm hearing, I don't know who you thought I was. I don't know what my name implied, but I'm going to show you how far I take my talk. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, how far I take also my ideals. I'm hearing those that I see instilling in the changes that I'm now making actions towards in a very clear way. And I'm seeing you you've got, oh my goodness, you've got the Ten of Wands in reverse, mirroring here the Nine of Wands at the base of the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords. The Ten of Wands is in reverse, mirroring the Nine of Cups upright. Whatever you need to change, you got the Tower smacked up between the two. Whatever you need to change, you're not afraid of taking on those steps. You've got the Death card that sits perpendicular to the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. You may be dealing with a Scorpio right around the tail end of this period. Someone who has a lot of Scorpio in the chart may be coming through. They can be a relative. You've got both the Moon and the Death card that you lead out with. Both cards associated with Scorpio and the Major Arcana. The Moon is mirroring the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Wands is upright, smacked up in between these two. There is a focus, Virgo, on who you are really communicating and connecting with in sharing your honest opinion. And I'm seeing you being very aware of where your words also lead. I'm hearing teaching, teacher. It's almost like when I communicate about XYZ topic, where is that sort of moving through the grapevine? And I'm seeing it again. I'm seeing like a classroom with like kids, and they're kind of whispering and sharing. I'm hearing stories and they're switching. I'm hearing spaces, and I'm seeing there's something though, Virgo, that yet again, it's like there is perhaps news that's circulating. I'm hearing related to the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. It may be related to a certain industry that you've been really heavily involved in, that you're now making a major decision on behalf of. It may be related as well to individuals abroad or an industry abroad as well. Okay, let us pull the cards here for you, Virgo, and see what comes through. You may be dealing as well with a Pisces. I'm seeing as well an Aquarius strongly. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they have their shoes untied, and they're waiting for you to tie them for them, whatever that may mean for you. You may be dealing with someone who's really I'm hearing transcendental in thought. It's almost like they like don't want to assert any opinion because they would like to see where you decide to tie the knot for them. I'm hearing again for them, whatever that may mean for you. And again, the Fool's looking over the Hierophant. Okay, someone's perhaps expecting a decision to be made. I'm hearing on behalf of a baby as well. Take it as you will. But I'm seeing this person really not wanting to, I'm hearing lock in any particular letter that they write with you. It's almost like, well, I'm seeing someone who's very fickle as well. It's like, well, I don't want to talk. I'm hearing on behalf of the talk that we've had as well. Someone may not really be sure in the way that they want to take something public. It may be related to an actual physical environment. The factor of physical environment may be a focus. the geography as well, and it's almost like I'm seeing them wondering, let's say, who's going to be at the show, who's going to be at the party, who's going to be I'm hearing playpen as well, who's going to be also listening into the conversation on the other end of the line. And there could be a focus here, Virgo, on stories that are told and retold again, and it's like, yet again, it's like, how is that going to be really carried out over time through a certain audience? I'm seeing it though as being related to a physical space, or again, even an industry or a community. Yet again, I'm seeing them being somewhat wary of how they work through the physical dimension. Take it as you will though, right? It can be taken, perceived, interpreted in a number of ways. The physical dimension of a certain, I'm hearing storyline, I'm hearing secret though as well. It's like something that's being broadcasted. They're super, like, I'm seeing almost like paranoid even in a certain way about how certain tales can talk for them as well. And it's almost like, if you're thinking about announcing something with an Aquarius, Virgo, and this may be your own energy, right? It's like, okay, if I want to be announcing something even on behalf of a certain community, or I want to perhaps assert a certain ideal or a vision. If I'm hearing specifically, if a number of you are into, let's say, astrology, if you are astrologers rather, and you're like, I have this, I'm hearing, I have this source, I have this medium, I have this vision as well, and I want to assert a certain opinion, or let's say I want to go public with something, I want to announce something, even if it is, let's say, an ideal. I'm seeing there being such a cognizance of where that talk leads you in an intellectual way. I'm hearing in a professional way, and it's almost like, okay, if I present this, who's going to be coming up to me after class and wanting to talk about it? And how am I going to be talking to them about it? And I'm seeing this like hyper awareness of your audience specifically, and who may be in the environment. If you're, again, thinking of going public with something, with someone, it can be a Cancer, it can also be a Sagittarius. Strong Sagittarius energies here can be through, as well as perhaps Aries, but I'm seeing that they are on the I'm hearing on the ballot, but they're not playing, I'm hearing ballet with their coins quite yet, whatever that may mean for you. There could be a focus on who may be really kind of involved in a certain process and really like committed. And if a commitment is a question, I'm seeing that there is a focus on even the strategic framework that is underpinning this project. And if someone is like kind of reluctant, getting on Virgo, a little bit hesitant to take something I'm hearing to court as well, it's almost like I'm seeing them being somewhat I'm hearing scared of who would support it socially, even I'm hearing publicly, physically, who may also physically be supporting it in a financial way, in whatever way that may be meant for you. It's like, oh, they usually drive me here, and then if I tell them that, if we talk about this, will they still drive me home after the night is done, whatever that may mean for a number of you. And there's something that you're really wanting Virgo to talk about. I'm seeing it as, again, something that you're really clear on, that you're really sold on the message of. There is a focus though on, again, who's listening, and you have the Death card right here perpendicular to the Father of Swords. The Hierophant is looking over the Death card, and the Star, the Nine of Cups, again at the base of the spread, mirroring the Hanged Man in reverse. Let's pull this baby out. I'm hearing specifically related to the Two of Wands. There's a direction that you feel, I've got to take it. Yes, I want to say it. I want to, I'm hearing perhaps even represent it emotionally on an emotional level. I want my words to really reflect what it is that I have the capacity to feel, and I'm hearing to also endow others with the spirit, the essence of whatever that may mean for a number of you. And I recognize that my words hold a whole world to them. You have the world that's right beneath the Ace of Swords. There's a focus here, Virgo, on the dynamic that you want to strike, energetically, emotionally, above and beyond all, and you realize that your words also, they hold energy to them. It's like, when I communicate to this individual in this way, what is it I'm actually sharing with them? I'm hearing within a heart-centered, I'm hearing space. And you have the Hierophant that's looking back at the Death card. There's a focus on, again, I'm hearing specifically who comes with in the process of transcendence, of transformation, of also seeking out a certain, I'm hearing, path that is related perhaps, for a number of you, I'm hearing also the past, what is being also brought up, and it may be a really deep conversation as you feel it. It's like, oh, if we dig up this treasure chest, I'm hearing we're not going to just be finding a few coins here and there in the coffin. It's going to be a matter of who's going to be coughing up the stories that have surrounded them. And I'm hearing Sagittarius. Sagittarius has, I'm hearing the sound of music in the palm of their hand, whatever that may mean for you. I'm hearing balm, B-A-L-M. There may be a focus on what you feel someone has a storyline to finish the space of this transformation with. Okay, and there's a focus here, Virgo, on who you want to take home with you, I'm hearing as well, and that may be abroad for a number of you. There may be a focus on an international sort of, I'm hearing relationship that has kind of like a number of cultures, languages. I'm hearing swing dancers involved, whatever that may mean for a number of you. It's like perhaps dynamic variables or also individuals involved. Take it as you will, who all have their own sort of philosophies and their cultural standpoints. I'm hearing spaces that they decide to speak from every now and then, whatever that may mean for a number of you. It can be something that it's almost like, how do I make very clear what it is that I'm wanting to decide on within an atmosphere and within a context that is ever changing. Okay, now you have the Lovers that fly out. You may be dealing with the Gemini. You have the Sun of Pentacles at the base of your spread. The Lovers is mirroring the Empress. If you're dealing with the Gemini, I'm hearing they're really hot for you. Oh my goodness, they are really ready. I'm hearing to listen to the sound of music with you. Again, that's coming through here. The Temperance card, perpendicular to the Lovers, and the Fool. You've got 4 major arcana that you lead out with. The Empress is mirroring the Chariot and the Lovers. I'm hearing, how far do we have to travel to get home? I'm hearing back to the home that we built big. I'm hearing brick by brick with one another. I'm hearing for one another, for the future that we would be telling. I'm hearing our children, the 4 of Cups. I'm hearing our assets as well. There could be a focus on what you really prepared for. I'm hearing over time, and you've got the Mother of Swords here mirroring the Son of Pentacles. You may be making a major decision in terms of where you want to be taking a certain storyline. I'm hearing a storyline, a certain, I'm hearing physical space as well. It's like, what do we want to really be using I'm hearing the office for. I'm hearing that for a number of you. You got the World again coming through. There's something that coming full circle, and it speaks to what you consider to be and to hold absolute potential. You have the 9 of Pentacles right over the World, right over the Ace of Pentacles. You've got the Son of Pentacles looking back at the 7 of Pentacles, and the Empress back at the Mother of Swords. The Sun sits right above the Son of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles is mirroring the Son of Pentacles. Virgo, I'm hearing that song, Man in the Mirror, oh yeah, dun 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 dun, dun change his ways, oh, na 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 na, the man in the mirror, da 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 na 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 na. Okay, there's someone who really wants to have a certain conversation with you. I'm hearing as well here, Virgo, with the 6 of Cups and the Lovers and the Chariot. I'm seeing that there may be a focus on where, again, you want to hold this conversation. It's like, do we want to have it at your place? Do we want to have it at my place? Do we want to have it in your hometown or in my hometown? Do we want to have it, I'm hearing, at your boardroom office or mine? It's like, do we want to have it at this, I'm hearing, convention or that convention? Is it, what's going to be more conducive? And I'm seeing you really perhaps wanting to moderate. I'm hearing also the moment that really makes your decision very clear, very known. I'm hearing your emotion as well. For a number of you, you may be making a proposal. For another number of you, you may be making I'm hearing party presentation. I'm seeing with the Mother of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And it's almost this feeling of like people are invited who don't know they're invited yet. Whatever that may mean for a number of you. It's like they don't know that they're going to be there kind of feeling. A Virgo, whatever that mean for you in particular. But I'm almost seeing it as like someone may be using someone's credit card. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you to like fund something, and it's like they don't know that they're going to be on the board. I'm hearing board call. I'm hearing as well. It's like we put their name on the ballot. I'm hearing on the I'm hearing battery that's going to be powering this this broadcasting, take it as you will, Virgo. If you're dealing with someone who you feel may have access to certain, I'm hearing visitors, chance encounters, I'm hearing here, whatever that may mean. Again, perhaps specific message coming through for a number of you, but who you feel may have a certain also say in a certain, I'm hearing climate, be it that one that is related to a certain industry. I'm hearing, or also I'm seeing social society, like a community. You may want to double check on how exactly they're involved in that process. Okay. All right. Now, perhaps specific message coming through for a number of you. Let us pull a few cards here from another deck here, and it's the Art Oracles, Virgo. Okay, let me tune in for you and see what comes through. I'm hearing do and get on your Sunday shoes, whatever that may mean for a number of you. I'm seeing that there may be I'm hearing a major decision that you feel you would like to make and you would like to take on, and the way that you make it and the way that you take it in a certain way determines how liberated you feel from the process of having made the decision. And sort of feeling is like, well, I want to be able to feel like I can dance after I told them what I needed to tell them. I want to feel like we can go and also be accepted by a number of, I'm hearing, communities, and I'm seeing you wanting to, again, kind of like distribute a certain piece of information even, and the feeling is like, how are we going to still find certain networks that would be willing, I'm hearing, to sound our names out, I'm hearing to pronounce our names after this. And wow, okay, let us get rolling here with this new deck, Virgo. Again, it's the Art Oracles, and some of the cards are a bit risque, depending on how it is that you interpret it, how it is that you see it. There's this one card, though, that I just pulled from the center of the stack, and so there's a bit of, again, it's a bit risque. Take it as you will. I'm back to mention that before I show you. It's Tracy Emin. I'm hearing, let's give her a space all of her own to really understand what exactly passion feels like. And I'm seeing you wanting to give space, specifically space to someone may be wanting to give you space as well, to, again, make a decision that feels just right for you. And it's like, I'm hearing Two of Hearts. What's that song? It's by, is that by Paula Abdul? Okay, if anybody knows, please comment. But I'm hearing it, it's like, is it Three of Hearts, Two of Hearts, something of that nature. Okay, the quote is, don't hide your dirty sheets in the washer. Concentrate on finding, not losing yourself in your art. Decay can be a fertilizer for new ideas. There's a focus here on what you feel you would like to further explore, or what someone else is thinking that you would like to further explore. And they're kind of like thinking, okay, I'm hearing, what exactly does Virgo want to be visualizing as well in the act? And as well here coming through is Buckminster Fuller. Okay, on the left-hand side here of Tracy Emin, I'm going to pull a few more cards. Edward Munch? Spelled Munch. Let's get one more here, okay. Francisco Goya. Leading into Edward Munch. If anybody knows the pronunciation, please feel free to comment, okay? And I'm getting that these energies are leading up into this full moon period, the full moon in Taurus, and there's this bit of a climactic moment of, I'm hearing specifically exploration and really wanting to, I'm hearing open, not just our eyes, I'm hearing, but also our hearts to the various mannerisms that we would like to eventually adopt. They can be physically focused here as well for a number of you. I want to pull a few clarifying cards on the Tracy Emin and these energies trickling out of the full moon in Taurus and into the full moon in Taurus as well. We'll take a look at these energies. But you've got this Dane Arbus coming through, leading out of Tracy Emin. With Vincent van Gogh trailing out of this Diane Arbus. Le Corbusier. leading out of the Vincent van Gogh. Okay, the feeling I'm getting for you is that there's something that culminates. There's something that hits a peak, a pinnacle, also a point of professionalism I'm hearing for a number of you, where it's like, this is where I feel like I'm getting really into my craft. And I'm seeing you having studied this, or having felt like this. I feel like I just came across this one subject matter, but I feel like I'm so made for this. I'm so cut out for this. Doing also what others would consider the dirty work of it. And I'm seeing you taking a lot of pride here in the practice space of it. And I'm hearing it again as being something that can be somewhat experimental. Now, there is a focus, and depending on where it is you have Virgo sitting in your personal birth chart, and we've all got Virgo sitting somewhere in our chart, right? Be it right cusping a certain house, be it planets that you have in Virgo, wherever it is again that Virgo sits in your chart, there could be a focus on the trailing of those energies through. Okay, for example, let's say you've got your Venus in Virgo, there could be a focus on matters related to the concepts of finances, related to the concept of love, art, partnership, harmony, beauty, partnerships in general, whatever that may mean for a number of you, be it a field that you are involved in, also professionally. I am seeing for a number of you, this is absolutely financially focused, and I'm seeing you having a really clear idea of where it is you would like to take your next moves in perhaps a certain industry. There may be someone who is really interested in seeing where you take things, and they would like to support where they feel and they see this wave taking you within your own working space. And I'm seeing you almost like in a studio, Virgo, being super, super, super like in a groove, in a trance here as well. There is a question of, again, who is responding or not really even aware of what exactly you're investing your time and your energy in. And there may be a number of individuals who are waiting perhaps for a certain response, who may be wondering where you're going with things. And I'm seeing you as being very, very clear. I'm hearing perhaps a bit secretive as well in the way that you would like to eventually communicate what is, again, a point of intense, I'm hearing immense interest for you at this point in time. The feeling is, though, that on one hand, I'm seeing you being very clear about what you're working with and what you would eventually like to also trace the steps of into the future, what it is that you see holding potential. I'm seeing it, though, not in a way of, oh, I just want to strategize this. I'm seeing it in a way of like, I am giving birth to this process, and that for me is making very real what it is that I eventually would like to take forward in a public way. And I'm seeing you being really consumed in this experience, Virgo. Again, though, I'm getting the feeling that there could be people who are like, what? Where's Virgo? I'm hearing like, where are they? I'm hearing, where's their watch as well? Are they telling time? How are they telling time? How do they want us to tell time? I'm hearing in transcendence with them, whatever that may mean for a number of you. There may be, again, certain individuals that are really wondering where you are and what you're doing. But I'm seeing that you may be communicating, and there may be certain people who are really, really made aware of this process for you. And then on the other hand, certain people who may be, again, wondering sort of what exactly your methodology is as well, to what you're carrying out around this time. You've got as well here, let's see, Vincent van Gogh, and I'm seeing you making an announcement here, right as you trail out of the full moon in Taurus. I'm hearing the 28th specifically, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you. It could be a specific date here. That's something, though, that you've been really, that you've spoken to a few people about, that you've gotten a few opinions on, that you would eventually like to the feeling is, it's like, once I go public with this, there's no going back in a certain way. Once I say what I need to say, and I'm hearing Jasmine here with Jackson Pollock at the very base of their spread, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Once I really get also, I'm hearing, once I get really crafty, I'm hearing, though, also playful with the way that I decide to display my vision of this dream, I realize that I can't put the paint away after that. And the focus may be on who is going to be involved in the process of disclosure, and who you kind of want to be, I'm hearing, by your side, who you would like to be also in the broadcasting room, whatever that may mean for you. Again, if you want to hold a certain talk, if you want to hold a certain, I'm hearing table conversation as well, it's like, who do I want to be sitting there while I'm talking about it? And who's going to be a figure that I feel that I am not going to be, let's say, overspoken or overtaken by the presence of, but but who I could really count on having and holding a space that makes very clear for me the reflection that I wish to hold in it. And there may be a focus on the visionary ideals that in a certain way you've been meditating on a very personal level that has no real place in time or person that can really reflect it properly. And I'm seeing that you realize there's a way only I can hold this space in a certain way while I'm delivering the message that I am, and make very clear what my prerogative is. At the same time though, I want to feel that there are, let's say, people around me who want to, I'm hearing, watch me carry my craft out, who want to watch me speak. And there may be a question of, let's say, a support group that you may be considering here around this time. You know what? Ooh, do I want to use another deck? Virgo. Let's get some air in here though. Let me just open this window. Okay. I'm seeing you being really, really, really focused, really, really careful about how exactly you are involving certain people in a certain process, in, again, wanting to take something really public. I want to pull a few cards from this deck of cards, the Lenormand. Let's see what comes through here for you. And I was imagining here a card called the Fish, and that is usually related to business, but I'm seeing for you, and let's see what has popped out. It is the Stars, okay, right over the Edward Munch. There's something that you, Virgo, you would like to really, I'm hearing, take the time to understand very clearly the crossroads here. With the direction of that you see taking on, and it may be related to a certain individual. I mean, we have the gentleman coming through. It can be related to a male or someone who, let's say, processes things in a I'm hearing parental manner, whatever that may mean. In particular, for number, you take it as you will, and we all have all propensities, right? We've got all the masculine, the feminine propensities, the yin and the yang, the expressive and the receptive. You've got the snake and the mice right at the base of the gentleman. There's something that you want to come out with, or that you are, let's say, wanting someone to communicate to you. There could be an element of travel that is involved that you're like, well, I don't know. I'm hearing what exactly is going to be presented and made public, and where exactly, again, is it going to be held? There's a focus on, again, who may be sort of in the peripheral space of this communication. Okay, now let's see here. Let's pull a few more cards as you lead out of the. Okay. Yeah, there's a social focus here, a tremendous focus here, Virgo, on who is listening in. And you're like, I realize that when I make this obvious, I'm hearing when I make this clear, that not everybody's going to be having their ears open after that, whatever that may mean for a number of you. And it's like, if I want to be presenting this in this way, how am I going to be also finding a space for the home of the vision itself? And I'm seeing for a number of you that you may be wanting, again, a form of support. You've got the anchor and the bear right over this Vincent van Gogh. That you feel it's like, it's not a matter of them speaking for me when they're showing up with me to make this conversation one that is made very clear. I realize that it's ultimately by way of how I decide to bring certain facts forward and how it is that I would like to communicate. And there could be a focus on who comes to travel, even to listen to a certain talk, to view a certain, also I'm hearing presentation here. You got the ship mirroring the whip, and the book is smacked in between the two. There could be a focus on what you may be disclosing, and it may be, again, happening from abroad, or there may be individuals coming from abroad who would like to kind of see what, I'm seeing it almost like as a major event, and everyone's like, oh, I want to see what they're going to be doing here. Okay, kind of feeling. Virgo, I'm getting that there's a little bit of a feeling perhaps as well of a question of hope. What exactly you feel has hope in a certain way. It's like, do we have, I'm hearing, a home to even hold the conversation in, whatever that may mean for a number of you. It can be related to finances though as well. Let's get a few more cards out here for you. I'm seeing you being very adamant about how you would like to carry out a certain conversation. And I'm seeing you, it's like, even though there are some, I'm hearing potholes to watch out for, at the same time you realize it's in a certain way guaranteed that the way that you move the conversation has nowhere but moving up. You've got the Empress that you lead up into. This is a highly sexually charged period of time for you, strongly so, of exploration. What is my philosophy also of sexuality, whatever that may mean for a number of you? What does it mean to feel passionate about what it is that I create? What does it mean to hold passion for the things that I create in a way where it's like I don't just create them and then feel like, well, okay, I'm hearing I am a creator and I'm hearing that's that, but where I feel like I've created something that I would like to also, I'm hearing, present to a public audience. I'm hearing what it is that I would also like to pronounce the name of, and it can be related to certain spaces. I'm hearing ideologies that you would like to really, again, publicize in a certain way. It's like, yeah, I'm hearing this turns me on. Yeah, this is, I'm hearing my strategic, I'm hearing manner around a certain concept. This is the way that I like to get my work done, and this is how I want to kind of hold a space for it also socially. And there may be a number of people who don't quite get that. They're like, I don't know, Virgo. I'm hearing, how do you turn the clock in that way exactly and find time to get all your shit done? I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you, and you're like, don't worry about me. I'm hearing Mary. I'm gonna first marry myself in this mission, and I'm gonna show you how it is that I merge with my vision in and of itself as I carry it all the way home. And I'm seeing you like being so confident, Virgo, about what you're holding a space for. And it's energetic for a number of you. It's energetically based. I'm seeing that there's a few turns that you feel you got to take. It's like, yeah, I'm hearing when I start working this way, that's going to change the way that a few people also check into my work. It's going to be also making very clear what it is that I hold as a vision and also a value energetically. I'm hearing, again, it's like, yes, I'm hearing I want to establish a foundation with this kind of vibration to it. And you've got the Fool here coming through, looking over the Devil. There's such an excitement about how things change on your part. I'm seeing by way of your perspective that really challenges the people around you, and they look at you making these changes, Virgo, and they're like, wow, I'm hearing they just really like tore the sticker off of that bumper, like, didn't they? I'm hearing like they did not have to even I'm hearing grow their nails out 9 inches long to really have that talk as well, whatever that may mean for a number of you. It's like they didn't feel like they were imposing on anyone's space as well, in terms of what they felt they were responsible for upholding or at least representing. I'm hearing also speaking out about, and I'm seeing you being really, again, clear in a very personal way on what you would like to manage the assets for. And if it's a matter of investment, I'm seeing you yet again being very clear. It's like, this is not, I'm hearing, the kind of work that I want to be walking into I'm hearing room of, I'm hearing horse pile. I'm hearing a horse pile of shit, whatever that may mean for a number of you. Always take it as you will, Virgo. But again, I'm getting this feeling of you wanting to really make also practical the way that you find pleasure. And it's like, what is the role of pleasure? Okay, it's like, what is the role of practicality? How is it that they coexist harmoniously? How is it that when I am feeling pleasurable about something, I then feel also like I can create something that has a purpose to it, as I may perceive it? What does purpose mean, right? Always a matter of perception, yet again, take it as you will, Virgo. But the sort of feeling that I'm getting for you here is that you are placing a premium on what captivates you and your attention. And if in the past you may have, let's say, thought differently about the role that I'm hearing emotions play also in that mix, I'm seeing you being very clear on a personal level of how you want to clarify the way that you interact with your own vision on, again, an energetic, emotional, spiritual level. Let us get a few more cards out here for you, Virgo, and see what comes through. I'm hearing when Sally met Harry, the Hierophant upright, the Hermit in reverse, the Two of Cups upright. You're getting super clear here, Virgo, on what passion means to you, on what it means to hold a vow as well. And someone may be making a presentation, someone may be making a performance that makes very clear what it is that they have in mind. Really come forward. And you have the Son of Swords here that may be legal as well. For a number of you, you may be getting a sort of document in the mail that's like really official. It's like, god damn, you're right, this is not child's play. This is where we actually start taking it all the way to court. I'm hearing for a number of you, and you've got the Justice card that mirrors the High Priestess. I'm hearing the Hierophant as well. Someone may be making a marriage proposal. I'm hearing bells will be ringing, the sad, sad news. Da na 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 na. Hey. I don't know that song, but I'm singing something there. Okay, if anybody knows what's coming through here, please comment. Okay, Virgo, you're so invested in something. You're so giving of your time, your energy, your resources to a certain industry, I'm hearing as well. But I'm seeing for a number of you, this is a partnership or relationship. And there's so many storylines moving through. And right, general reading, of course, again, it can be coming through in a number of ways, resonating with everyone sort of differently. Take it as you will. Yet again, if you're watching for matters related to partnerships, love, art, harmony, beauty, you may want to watch your Venus sign. You may find a whole lot of illumination there when you watch your Venus sign. Okay. Now, the Temperance card's looking over at the High Priestess. I'm hearing, who's that? I'm hearing, wait a second. I mean, hold up. Whoa. I'm hearing, like, rewind. Who's that? And there's perhaps, I'm seeing this as going in a number of ways. There may be someone who's really, really, really curious about how you make your money, okay? It may be someone who has an eye on you in a certain industry. They may be really, 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 I'm hearing child performance. They may be really like, they see you and the work that you do and they're like, whoa, Virgo, I'm hearing, has it going on? What's that song? You got a thing going on. Who is that? I'm here again. Who's that? Almost like, what are those? Like, what's that meme? Is it a meme? Whatever it is. That was going sort of viral a while back. I'm seeing though something that is considered to be somewhat childish being considered very impressive. Whoa, Virgo, like very impressive to someone, where it's like you take a craft and you make it crafty in a way that doesn't even have a spelling to it because it's so sophisticated, the way that you carry it out. And someone yet again is like so impressed by you. My goodness. And it may be also, again, I'm seeing it as like perhaps these are two individuals, the Temperance card and the High Priestess. I'm seeing there could be two individuals who may be at the sort of sideline of an experience that you're having, and they may be kind of talking to each other like, what is going on over there? I'm hearing specifically. And there may be someone from abroad who is like flabbergasted at the way a certain process is taking a turn. And I'm hearing child here, children. Somebody really wants to get like a closer look though. And I'm seeing people who are like drawn to you. I'm hearing specifically Virgo yet again. It's this feeling of like spectators, people coming from even long distances to come and view a certain, I'm hearing moment, and it may be also a marriage here for a number of you. Okay, so exciting. I'm hearing Sally. I'm hearing we're dancing again. I'm hearing we're dancing one more. The Four of Cups. I'm hearing we got a thing going on. Whoa, my goodness, Virgo. Is someone, oh my goodness. Virgo. Let me get the hair out of my mouth. When someone is around you, it's like they just break out into song. Okay, and this may be a specific message coming through for a number of you, but I'm seeing someone who just, you inspire them when you're around them. You are like, you have this clarifying voice as well, this form, perhaps the way that you speak, your words have an effect that others feel like, wow, when I'm in their classroom, I'm hearing as well, I just feel like I rise to the challenge of the course. It's like I feel so inspired inspired again. And there may be, again, a certain concept I'm hearing, matter that you're working with that others may have wondered. It's like, what's that all about? And I'm hearing in a sing-song voice, whatever that may mean for a number of you, and I'm seeing you taking some form of even like medium of creativity and really turning it in a way that tells the story in a whole new way. It's very exciting, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to y'all here. Enjoy this period. And thank you all so much for your dear likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you. Excuse me, Virgo there. Thank you so much for tuning in. To you. And holding the space for transformation, the Chariot here coming through at the very base of your reading in reverse, mirroring the Hermit in reverse. Where is it that we have understood we would eventually like to be taking our work to? Thank you so much again, Virgo, for tuning in. Love and light to you all here. Enjoy this period of the full moon in Taurus, and I highly recommend to check out your rising sign or moon sign as well, as you may find there's further insights there for you into your situation. I know that I resonate a whole lot with my moon sign. My moon sign is Sagittarius. My sun sign is Pisces. For those of you who have been following for quite some time, you may know that by now. I resonate again a whole lot with my moon sign. I resonate as well a whole lot with my rising ascendant sign, which is Scorpio. So take it as you will. If you're curious to know what your sign placements are, if you don't know them, you'd like to calculate them, you can click the link below in the description box provided, and that will route you to calculate your signs of interest. Dear Virgo, thank you so much again for tuning in. Enjoy this period. Love and light to you all here on this transformational journey forward, and I'll see you soon. Bye.